Welcome to Seawaywhiskywire. Tonight at the bar, we've got the Bushmills 10-year-old single malt Irish whiskey. Stay tuned. Hey, thanks for coming back after the intro. Like I said, I'm Tyler, and tonight in the bar, we've got the Bushmills 10-year-old single malt Irish whiskey. So if you got anything Bushmills, you got anything Irish, you got anything that's a single malt Irish, please pour a dram and follow along with me here. Makes life a lot better for you guys on the other end, and I love you guys drinking along with me too. So what can I tell you about the Bushmills 10-year-old single malt Irish whiskey? Well, it comes in, again, it's got an age stamp. It's the first whiskey offering of the Bushmills core range that has an age stamp of 10 years old. It comes in at 40% ABV, chill filtered and color added, likely in there. Triple distilled, it says that right on the packaging here. And it comes in with a ex-bourbon and ex-sherry maturation process. So matured in ex-bourbon, finished in sherry. And yeah, we'll get into the presentation now. And I can tell you, it's a step up from the standard Bushmills bottle. I'll probably stick something up in here as a comparison. And you can have a look at it. But yeah, it's a nice step up from it there. It's a little bit stubbier bottle, but it's heftier. And it's got this nice bulbous top to it there, and a really nice cork as well. A nice thick big cork. I really appreciate that. And yeah, there's not too much information overall on the bottle. It does talk about the maturation process. It does talk about triple distilled, single malt, 100% barley, all that jazz. But on the back wise and tasting note wise, there's not a whole lot on there. But you know what? It's a nice presentation from the bottle side. I'm really digging the teal actually on there too. It really makes it look a little nicer too. So I'll give it a good pass on that. Yeah. So presentation wise, I'll give it a pass. We'll get into the pour now and take a look at the liquid. Like I said, this has got a wicked cork on it, wicked pop on it too. So we'll get into there and have a look at what's in the bottle there, liquid wise. Yeah, it's a nice, really nice cork. All right, we'll get a look at the color there. So color added, but I mean, you get a deep golden straw color there. Like if they did add color, I would say they probably didn't add too much to it there, just enough to give it that little bit of kind of the straw, that deeper color. Yeah. Overall, very nice, very approachable. We'll get into the nose and see what we can find out on the nose. So let's go into it. So right off the get-go, just like regular Irish whiskeys or any other Irish whiskey that I've had so far this month, nose is very gentle. You get those green apples in there. You get some dates as well, likely from the sherry influence. I get some raisins as well. It's more the golden raisins as opposed to the the red raisins there. Some honey on there, and vanilla notes as well. You can get a little bit of icing sugar on there too. Very much like classic bourbon notes there, and that sherry. You definitely can tell that the liquid spent more time in the bourbon casks during the maturation process, and then likely finished in the sherry casks. I'd almost say second fill sherries, just because it's not overly intense. You can tell there's sherry influence, but it's very much muted by those bourbon tones. Yeah. All right, let's go in for a taste and see what we can get out of the Bushmills 10-year-old single malt Irish whiskey. So, Slanja, to your health. Let's dive into it. Wow. Okay, so first off, taste-wise, 100% malted Irish barley, compared to like their other offerings. Much more robust, much more complex, much more of a boom flavor to it. Just like bigger flavors in there. I am getting the green apples, still getting those golden raisins in there as well. You get a slight spice to it, but it's not overly spicy. I would kind of go on a powdered ginger or a little bit of oak in there. And it's near the back, which is nice. Gonna go for another sip here. Get some more on it here. It's pretty decent. Just apples, honey, golden raisins. You don't get those date flavors like you normally would expect, those sweet dates coming in. So it's really just the golden raisins that you're getting, that kind of sherry piece to. Yeah, the honey, vanilla, some caramel. Yeah. And then that spice at the end, very warming. You know, I usually would chalk it up and say it's like a ginger spice or whatever. But yeah, ginger's powder, clove, and then you get like a little bit of oak too. Yeah, overall pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie to you, pretty good. All right, so with that, we'll get on to the finish. See, we'll give it one more taste, and I'll share my thoughts on the finish of this whiskey. Okay, so finish wise, short to medium. I'm going to say again, it is longer than the Writer's Tears. It is not as long as the Clonakilty, but I would definitely put it into that almost medium range there. It goes on, and it's got a couple layers to it. It's a thinner liquid, being at 40%, but it does kind of explode in your mouth when you take it, and then it kind of just calms down afterwards. Gentle on the palate, and then that little spice kick at the end. But again, nothing that's going to scare anybody away. I don't think it's not like a ton of spice like you'd see like in a Glenfarclas or you know, anything else that's going to give you that kind of those spice bombs to it. Yeah, better than the average Bushmills, I would say. Like better than the average Irish whiskey, I would say. Do I like it as much as the Black Bush from a flavor profile? I think if it had a little more sherry in it, I probably would. I'm just a big sherry guy though, so you know, don't take that one and let it just steer you away from it. It's very good with 100% malted barley, and the notes are really kind of those notes that I do like to see. I would prefer a little bit more sherry if I was going to make any kind of correction to it. And honestly, they do another age statement, which is sherry cask, and it's probably would be the next step up, and that would be the next way to get, that would be my kind of go-to, I think, over this. And I believe it's a 16-year-old, but I'll put it up here in the video as well. But yeah, that's how it would get better. Gentle spirit, again, it's very, very nice and very approachable. So yeah. So we'll get into the value proposition. This particular bottle here with the 10-year-old age statement comes in at $56. And I mean, for $56, I think that's pretty good. You get an age statement there. It's 100% malted barley, and it's just a little bit better than the average Irish whiskey. But it's priced accurately within that. You know, $56 is not going to break the bank, and it's not going to steer you too far away from those average Irish whiskeys. And to get that age statement with it, I think is worth it. You know, would I take this over the Black Bush personally? Probably not. But I would definitely. This definitely gets me eager and excited to get into the next form of their core range, which is that 16-year-old, I believe, sherry cask finish, and get into that, because that's going to have the flavors that I want. But from somewhere, you know, somebody who wants to get into Irish whiskey or wants to get into whiskeys with age statements or just 100% malted barley kind of stuff, or just take that extra step away from, you know, the blends, this is a great place to start. And like I said, at $56, you're not gonna be sad about it. You're gonna drink it. Your friends are gonna like it, and it's gonna be a good staple, good starting point on your shelf for getting into Irish whiskey, and eventually get you into some other stuff. So, yeah, value wise, I'd say it's definitely worth a try. Would I rebuy and leave it on? I'd probably go a little bit down a different path with it, but definitely would try another. Would continue on my venture down the line in the Bushmills core range. So yeah, there you have it. My thoughts on the Bushmills 10-year-old single malt Irish whiskey. So if you like what we're doing here at Seaway Whiskywire, you know the drill. Please like and subscribe down below, and follow me on follow me on Instagram at Seaway Whiskywire. And yeah, love hearing from you guys with your comments and all that. Love the views. Love the guys subscribing too. It's been a fun ride, and you know, this will be the last one we do for Irish Whiskey Month. That'll do the whole month of March, and we'll get on to some different stuff. I've got some scotches, I've got some Canadian whiskeys, I got some local distilleries that we're going to be highlighting here as well. So yeah, lots more to come, and happy to have you guys along for the ride. So yeah, what do you guys think of the Bushmills 10-year-old? What do you guys think of the next step up? Should I venture and take that plunge and get that 16-year-old, or even go even higher into the Bushmills range? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, with that, I'll leave it with you. Slanja, to your health. Sayonara. See you around. Be good. Ciao. you.